Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino Plays Murder by Numbers episode 9. I know it's been a little while and I have to reacquaint myself with where we're at. Do we need to do some investigating? Is that what we're going to start with here? I don't know, is there anything up here in the windows? Oh, something drilled inside this staircase. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, I can do this self-sufficiently without any sort of computer help. It's very simple, actually. All you have to do is click and drag your mouse. That's how they made it so you could solve all the puzzles. It's like, wow, dude, this is pretty one-dimensional. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a broken bottle. D-rank? Whatever.
These fragments of glass do not appear to be from the window. Their curvature suggests they were originally from a rounded object.
Maybe a bottle? It's kind of sticky. Are there any pieces with the label on?
Yes, here! It's Sambuca!
Ah, so that's where that aniseed smell's coming from. I don't know what that is. Like a perfume or something?
Sambuca!
A broken bottle of Sambuca under the stairs. I have no idea what that would be about. Do we have to question you some more?
Well, come on then, get it over with.
Oh, I guess you so. Why did you call Mom? Why did you have to call my mom?
She made me promise that I would if I saw you back on a crime scene again. She's a very persuasive woman.
I knew this was too good to be true.
The difference is, I didn't particularly want to this time. I'm done trying to persuade you to leave this alone. I don't like it, but I know when I'm fighting a losing battle.
Unfortunately, she doesn't. So what, are you gonna call her every time I get within 50 yards of you?
Trust me, I have no desire to get involved in a family dispute. I just felt like I owed your mom a favor, but it's done now. Let's just move on.
Huh? Why would you owe Mom a favor?
I said let's move on.
So what's our next move?
I'm taking another look out here, see if there's anything we missed. We were looking into Oliver's diary before your mom turned up. Why don't you go ask Miss, Fran about it?
Oh, here we go. Detective Cross, you seem to be having real trouble with Fran's name. Got something against drag queens?
Don't be ridiculous. What do I care what clothes someone wears? I'm just new to all this. What do I call her? Is it okay to say her? What about if she's not in a dress?
My creator also failed to tell me much about drag queens.
I'm no expert, but I think it's pretty simple. Call them what they ask you to call them. So in this case, Fran. And while she's dressed like that, use she. If she's dressed in men's clothes, then it's probably safe to call him Ed and use he. Although I guess it can differ from person to person.
Okay, I think I've got it. Things never used to be this complicated.
Let's see what else we have here. Wait, what do we need to do? Do we need to ask Fran about some shit? Let's go into the bar. What about Grandmama Krista? How's she doing?
Oh, you know her. Always falling into some kind of ridiculous anecdote. I'd swear they were all lies if I hadn't been there for some of them. I'm supposed to be going to New York to see her tomorrow, but what with all this...
You are not canceling that trip. You go. I'll sort all this out.
Are you sure? I'll get as much sorted today as I can. Oh, you are a dear.
I know, but she's family, and who knows how long you've got left with her. Best to enjoy these moments while you can.
Don't let her hear you say that. You know she's been keeping a brick in her bag ever since Stonewall.
I wasn't talking about her.
You shady-ass no-good...
Ah, the Wanderer returns.
Sorry, just needed to get away for a bit.
I'm not surprised you needed to reload. Babe, you gave him both barrels. Oh, I was so proud.
You were listening?
Yeah, of course I was listening.
Until he thought you were coming back in here, at which point he jumped away from the door like a startled cat. It was just your crazy ex, though.
I'd have really put him in his place, but I didn't want Fran to have to deal with 2 dead bodies today.
Such a thoughtful boy. Anyway, dear, he left something for you. It's over there.
Dude, there is some animosity between these two that's scratching beneath the surface, bro. It's over where? Oh yeah, just don't tell me where it is. Let me search this whole place to find it. Ooh, we got a tenner to start. There, I solved 10% of the puzzle by myself. No one can say that I'm getting carried. If there's one thing Sunburned Albino always is, it's self-sufficient. Thank you, and goodbye. What the hell is that? A coat, if you say so. Yo, was that my D rank? Oh my god. Scott, or the fuck? Honor, I think this coat might be worth looking at. Huh, it's a pretty odd size and gross, it's really sticky. Perhaps you should smell it to see if it can be identified? Is this really what my life has come to? Sniffing sticky things on crime scenes? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's aniseed. It must be Sambuca from that bottle we found outside. Okay, Coke got Sambuca, broken bottle of Sambuca. I assume we're gonna question you about Sambuca at some point. Is there anything else to find on stuff? Oh, you left me something over here too? Wow, it's just a regular scavenger hunt with you people, isn't it? What did he mean by you people? Do I have to unsubscribe? Got it. I can't tell what these things are anymore. That is not a laptop, straight up. D rank? D rank? Dude, what does it take to get a D around here? Most of the people here have them. Oh, it's a portable computer. There's a note attached. For the new job, I spoke to your mom. She's on board. Give it some thought. Ryan. Using money to solve things as usual. No thanks. Chuck it in the trash. I see. Unwanted electronics are to be disposed of. Like me. Scout, that's not what I meant. Let's keep it. Hey, maybe you could use some of the parts yourself or something. An upgrade would be nice. Perhaps I could upgrade my CPU. Ooh, or maybe replace my screen with a color TFT panel. Or... Phew, that was a close one. Poor guy. Yes, unwanted electronics are to be disposed of. That is exactly correct. It's a hard truth. You're gonna have to realize it. Just don't be unwanted anymore. It's real simple. Come on. What can I get you, dear? I forgot what her voice was last time. Oh, right. I went into bartender mode for a second there. When we were talking earlier, you mentioned something about Roz, the one mentioned in Oliver's diary. Oh, yes, right. Well, I was hoping not to bring her into this, but Roz Moses is one of our regular performers here. She runs a couple nights a week. She and Oliver, they knew each other. How did Roz and Oliver know each other? Like I said, Roz runs quite a few nights here, and Oliver was a regular. Oh, okay, so yeah, why did I ask that question? One of the last entries in Oliver's diary read, "She doesn't understand me. Despite everything she hid from me, I'm the one that's ended up in the cold." Well, they always seem to get on fine. I'd often see Oliver taking to her at the end of the night. But then a few nights ago, they had a huge argument. Things turned nasty, and Roz threw Oliver out. Made me ban him from the premises. Every night since then, Oliver's been outside, completely bladdered, as KC might say. What does bladdered? It means he was drunk. Very drunk. He begged to be let in, but what's the use of barring someone if you reverse it immediately? So he just stayed out there, shouting and screaming at everyone. Wasn't great for business, but like I said, he was a troubled soul. Had he been sleeping out there too? I don't think so. He's certainly never been around in the daytime. Why do you ask? His belongings were in bags outside his apartment, so it looks like he'd been evicted from his residence. Might also explain why he was in front of the club this morning. Was he outside when you left the club last night? Not that I saw, but I lock everything from inside and then leave from the back door, so I wouldn't have seen him if he was there. Do you know where Roz is right now? On her way here. That detective of yours asked me to ring her, but turns out she was on her way here anyway. How interesting. Any ETA? Roz comes when she comes. She's kind of a free spirit. Alright, but you need to look at this Sambuca! We found some smashed glass outside. If it's smashed glass you're looking for, I've got a load on the inside too, just behind you. No,
No, its curvature suggests it was part of a bottle. We were thinking it might be Sambuca. Sambuca? We don't get many people drinking that here. Although come to think of it, it was Ollie's drink of choice. So it could have belonged to him? He's been out there most nights this week and he seemed pretty drunk, so it's definitely possible. We usually clean the outside area just before we open up. And there wasn't any glass yesterday, so it must have been from last night. Interesting. Coat. Fran, is this coat yours? No, I think that's... What the fuck is this?
What do you think you're doing with my coat, huh?
That's a very disrespectful voice, Albino. You should be ashamed.
Cool your jets, I was only pulling your leg. Well, I'll be. Sure did a number on the front, didn't they? You all okay, Fran?
Oh, wait. What if we do... Oh, yeah. No, I know what to do. I'm fine, if a little shaken.
When I find who did this, I'll make them wish they never left their mama's pouch.
Oh, Honor, this is Rosmosis, the queen we were talking about.
I knew it. I knew my ears were burning. Well, pleasure to meet you. Say, you look awful familiar.
Well,
I got it. I saw you in Celeb Life, right? I even missed an issue for 10 years.
Probably. I don't pay much attention to that stuff. Didn't you say that Celeb Life was garbage for people that don't have lives themselves? Scout!
What did that little rust bucket say to me?
Anyway, could I have a quick word?
Well now, what can I do you for?
This is gonna destroy my vocal cords. You work here, right?
Couple of nights a week, yeah. Some nights I perform, some nights I host. But either way, it's full-on Rosmosis.
Huh. Full on is apt. Oh, did you just make a fat joke? You're supposed to be PC, bro.
You mean the look? Yeah, that's the point. One of our regulars once described my look as like a punch in the face personified, and he was one of the few I hadn't actually punched.
Honor, she scares me. How do you know the victim?
What? Who's the victim?
His name was Oliver Laurel.
What? No!
I hear you had a disagreement with him a few days ago.
It sure was a mess, yeah. To be honest, I don't really know how it happened, but...
What was it about?
Ollie he was working a lot of stuff out, you know? A lot of people here are, in the beginning at least. He came from a very strict background. Christian, Catholic, something that began with a C. Had a lot of repressed shame, so probably Catholic. His parents kicked him out, and then, well, he came here. I think he was looking for his tribe.
How did you end up in an argument?
Well, he told me he liked drag queens. He thought he was gay, but there was something about drag queens tickled his pickle, I guess. Happens more than you think. Then a few days back, he told me that he liked me. Liked me. I was flattered, of course, but, well, I had to tell him that I'm not a dude, and that's when things went south.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, you're a woman?
Anyway, that made poor Ollie even more confused. I took it the wrong way and thought he was turning me down, which made me see red, and I hit him. Fran thought he'd hit me, so she bought him. We have a very strict policy about any kind of violence or threatening behavior here. Well, from the customers at least. I was gonna get him unbarred when it had all calmed down, but I didn't get a chance.
I hope you don't mind, but I'd just like to make sure I have this totally straight. You're a drag queen, but you're a woman?
Sure am. I'm what some call a bio queen, which just means I came out my mama's hidey hole with all the female equipment.
Wow, I just assumed all drag queens were men. How did you end up doing this?
I came to LA expecting to find my fortune in Hollywood. Of course, I was wet behind the ears then. Thought there'd actually be parts for someone that looks like me, didn't I? When the truth sunk in, I figured I'd get into comedy. That morphed into performance, which became what you see now. I never really felt much at home with female gender stereotypes, so Roz is my way of taking them to the extreme. Kinda giving you everything at once, you know?
Do you get much work?
Most of the gay clubs won't hire me because I'm not a guy. Seems hyper-femininity is just for the boys. Who'd have thought it, huh? Fran's been good to me, though. She knew I could entertain a crowd, and that was all she cared about.
Could you tell me about your whereabouts last night?
Sure. I was working here till about 11:30 p.m., then I went straight home.
Did you see Oliver on your way out?
Huh?
No, can't say I did. Only Fran mentioned that he was outside the club most nights recently. Or only Fran mentioned that he was outside the club most nights recently, and obviously he was there when he...
Oh, yeah, I saw him out there a couple of times this week, but he wasn't always there, you know? He'd come and go. But yeah, he wasn't there when I left last night.
Ooh, this one's got some, stuff hidden away also. You know about this broken bottle? We found this broken glass outside.
Oh, probably from a beer bottle or something, right? People are always dropping stuff out there.
Smells like Sambuca to me.
What are you, some kind of dog? I'm not sure what all this is about. I didn't even see Oliver last night.
You might want to reconsider that statement.
Why's that, darling?
Because I think you did see him.
Oh yeah? What makes you think that?
The coat and the broken bottle. We found this bottle smashed outside near the crash site. It's pretty clear that it's a bottle of Sambuca.
And?
Well, we know that that was Ollie's favorite drink. We also know that this coat is yours, and that it's covered in Sambuca.
Well, what are you trying to insinuate, huh? Why don't you come out and say it?
Come on, Roz. No good can come from hiding the truth.
Okay, fine. So maybe I did see Ollie last night. When I was leaving, he was out there. He came at me yelling about how he'd lost everything. His home, and now his friends too, and that's when he spilled the Sambuca on me. And I saw red and, well, I might have swung my bag at him once or twice,
Why didn't you tell us this earlier?
Because it makes me look bad, and it's totally unrelated to that crash. Besides, you ain't even a police officer.
No, she's not, but I am.
What?
I want to talk to you, get a proper statement, and we'll do it at the station. Given that you've lied to us already, I don't trust you to not tamper with evidence.
But.
Good work with that inconsistency, Honor.
I help too.
Listen, while I'm handling this, there's something else I want you to take a look at. Please don't tell me this is more busy work. I mean, it sort of already is. You know what I mean? My favorite song! Ooh, an awards photo. Ooh, are we connecting to previous cases finally? D-rank? Dude, how is the flat 100,000 not D-rank? You're joking. Wait, what? How on earth do you have this? You recognize it? This is a photo of the Miss Terry cast and crew at the Starshine Awards the year we won Best New Show. But it looks like Blake's face has been circled. We found it in Frank Pritchell's, Tully's, apartment. I'm convinced there was more to his death, so I've been investigating on the side. But that doesn't make any sense. KC took this photo. He used my camera. And when I got it developed, I gave it to Mom. That's the only copy. So if Sharon had it, how did it end up in Frank's apartment? Guess the best place to get that answer is straight from the horse's mouth. Don't tell her I called her that, okay? A new mystery! Let's head back to your apartment. We could always just move somewhere else and never go back. How attached are you to that apartment anyway? Why? Fine, let's go see Mom. Oh, I see what you mean. To get away from your mother? Wow, so much drama and it's not even midday. Thanks for sticking up for me earlier, Casey. I hope you don't mind that I told you to stand down. I get it, but... You know, one day I hope you'll really let me off the leash with him. I've been storing up a lot of things I want to say to that slimy knuckle-dragger. Trust me, I know the feeling. We'll get our chance someday. I can't believe he had the audacity to rig the Starshine Awards just to get back at you. What a weapons-grade wanker. What's your take on all this? Do you think Roz did it? I mean, the girl's got more issues than variety. I like her, but I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her. But I do think she'd drive a giant pride parade float into someone. Or no. But do I think she'd drive a giant pride parade float into someone? No. She's more reactive than that. She'd just punch them into a fine pâté instead. Pâté? How refined. It's not refined, you're just American. Anyway, she's clearly a person of interest. She knew a lot about Ollie, especially his recent mental state. Could be important.
What are your plans now? You thinking of sticking around?
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything I can do to help Fran. Sorting all of this out is going to be quite the ball ache. I'm still feeling guilty for not being around as much anyway, so this feels like a good opportunity to make amends.
Okay, bye-bye. We're going back to the apartment, back to city map. Let's go to the apartment, back to the apartment, city map.
Calm down, have we?
Mom.
Well, are you ready to be civil?
I really need to get that key back from you.
Over my dead body?
Don't tempt me. Well, what was so urgent that you had to come down to the club and talk to me?
You know exactly what it is. You're doing this detective stuff again?
I'm good at it. You know that Scout and I worked out who killed Dick Stanford.
I didn't say you wouldn't be good at it. If anything, that's what I'm worried about.
Look, you've said your piece, Mom. You're scared. I get it. I don't take pleasure in causing you stress, despite what you might think. But I can't hold myself back because of you. I'm good at this. I enjoy it. Even Detective Cross has come around.
But what if you die?
What's the point of being so scared of dying that you don't ever live?
Oh, how very poetic. That doesn't change anything.
Was there anything else, or was that it?
Don't think this is over, Honor. I can't let you make the same mistakes your father did. God knows he had his faults, but...
I think the answer to my question was, no, there's nothing else. Alright, later. What a worthy diversion. Is there something I need to present to you? Hey, you seen this photo? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to tell you about this photo.
What are you showing me that for?
Mom, don't you remember? This is the photo I gave you from when we won our Starshine last year.
I remember, but why do you have it?
The real question, Mom, is why you don't have it. I gave you this photo for a reason, because I thought it might finally make you proud to see me successful. Should have realized I was trying to get blood out of a stone.
Oh, Honor, stop being so dramatic. Just because I don't agree with most of your decisions doesn't mean I'm not proud of you. I always have been.
You are? Wait, I definitely want to talk more about this, but I need to know how this photo ended up where it did.
This one? I think I gave it to Ryan.
You what?
Oh, don't start all that again. It was during the divorce. I met with him, hoping you two could sort everything out. I showed him the photo to remind him how happy you could be. I wanted him to try. He asked if he could have it, and, well, I thought if it might help, why not?
So if Ryan had this photo, how did it end up at Frank's?
Honor, I think I have made a connection.
Ryan hired Frank to blackmail Blake, to seduce Blake. I mean, blackmail, right? I think maybe the killing was not part of it.
Ryan hired Frank to blackmail Blake.
What makes you think that, Scout?
Remember when we hacked into the police fingerprint files? They showed that Frank worked for a private security firm called Leith Security. Blake has been circled in the photo. Given your mother's testimony, it doesn't make sense why she would have done so before handing it to Ryan. Therefore, we can assume that Ryan wanted to target Blake for something and went to Leith in order to do so.
Doing his own dirty work was never something Ryan was interested in. But why? Why would he hire someone to blackmail Blake?
Good question. Here's my theory.
To get you fired.
Because he wanted to get you fired. Remember the Polaroids we found in Blake's office? They prove that someone tried to get you fired. That bastard! You said that Ryan was very controlling. This could have been his attempt to continue controlling you even after your divorce.
I think it's time to set a little trap for my ex-husband. Hey, Ryan, I thought about your offer and... Well, there's just one thing I want to check with you before I accept. Could you come by the club again at 2 p.m.? Great, see you then. Now to call Detective Cross.
Detective, it's Honor. Can you get back to Magellan's? What? She's not? Okay, we'll start looking for more evidence until you get back. Honor, why won't you wait for me? Sorry, Scout. By the way, I just spoke to Detective Cross. Looks like Roz has an alibi. So it wasn't her? Nope. So we need to get looking again. Sorry, didn't see you there. Oh, I don't think they're going to be open today, to be honest. Huh? Oh, no, I'm helping out with the investigation. Is that so? Well, don't let me stand in your way. Oh yeah, just introduce the killer, that's cool. Sorry, Mr. I didn't give you my name. And yet we know it's Crispin somehow. You're right, you didn't. What should I call you then? Cagey? Is that how you start all conversations? With an insult? You haven't even told me your name. You're right, my apologies. I'm Honor Mizrahi. I'm kind of a... well, I guess I'm a private detective-ish? It's not official, but... And I am Scout! Well, Honor Mizrahi, my name is Crispin Hackwell. Hakewell? Thank you. And what do you do, Mr. Hakewell? I'm in finance. Right. What brings you to the area today? I was in the neighborhood seeing a client. Not a regular here, then. No offense to the clientele, but this isn't exactly my sort of place. But you figured you'd just stop here anyway? I'm just taking in the scene. It's not every day you see a shopfront destroyed by a giant shoe, is it? This is a murder scene, Mr. Hakewell. Really? What a surprise. The body over there definitely didn't give it away. Dread to think what this will do to business. It'll certainly cause a dent. Is there a reason you're waiting outside here? I was hoping I might bump into Fran, but I guess she's not around. Probably hiding in her office, drowning her sorrows. So you know Fran, then? I thought you weren't a regular. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Miss Mizrahi, I've entertained this little charade this far, but the novelty is wearing off. Go bother someone else. Ooh, dressing room office. I don't know what evidence I would present to you. Have you seen a laptop? Oh no, there's a broken bottle? What does this have to do with me? Alright, fine. I mean, we don't know anything about you, so. Let's go to the different place. Yes, here we go. Hello? Hello, Fran? Doesn't seem like she's about. So shall I scan for clues then? With the opportunity right there in front of us, it'd be foolish not to, right? That's exactly right. Look at all these letters or something on the ground. Damn, what could they possibly be? I have no idea. We'll have to get a closer look. Hell yeah. What is it? Letters? Insane. Oh my god, still no D-rank. I get the feeling that Fran doesn't have much of a filing system. It reminds me of your handbag, Honor. Since when did you get so sassy? Maybe you've been hanging around KC too much. There are many utility bills. Water, electricity, all seem to be settled up to date. Well, I guess there must be some method to this organizational madness. Oh, look at these. It's a bunch of rejections from loan companies. Fran was trying to get a loan? I mean, it still all points to Fran. It all still points to Fran. Oh no, drag queen murderer. This is not going to do well for the community. You know how people like to jump to conclusions about an entire group of people based on individuals that are acting in poor taste. Excuse me. Oh my god, a desktop PC? Damn, can I play RuneScape on that shit? Oh, there's my D-rank! Honor, there's a computer here. A computer, huh? Okay, that's all we have to say about that. Should I try to hack into the computer? Well, it doesn't look like Fran's around, so why not? Oh, yeah, I just got... Oh, crap. Okay, here we go. Let's go. We got a 4. There's a 2 somewhere. This is a 5-er. Okay, we can do that. Then that means we know that that's correct. But we don't know if it's left or right. Oh, we know that that is correct. Right. Then we know that the 3 has to be... No, we don't know anything about that. Okay, well, we know this has to be 3. And then that has to be the 1. This is a 2, which means this is either on this side, which means this is the 4. Almost assuredly, yes. And that means the 3 is here. And then this 3 has to be there. And that 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're not doing this fast enough, I'll tell you that. Okay. Let's buckle down. We got a 3 and a 1. That's a 2, that means that has to be the 1. This is gonna be a 2 somewhere. 2, 2, oh, that means that has to be like that. That's easy, actually. Okay, 2, then we got a 4, 2 and a 1. That's the 1, which means that's the 2. That's the 1, which means that's a 2. Hell yeah, oh god. Oh geez, alright, do the 5. Do the 3 and the 1. Do the 1 and the 3. Do the 1 and the 3. We got the 4. 2 and a 1. No! Yes, I'm sorry. Perhaps if I reconfigure my solving algorithm slightly, I might have better luck. I believe in you, Scout. You can do it. Dude, we were so close. Like, get out of my face with that. Alright, that's a 2. That's a 2. We know that's a 2. That's the 1. That's also a 1. We know that's a 2. We know that's a 3. We know that's a 1. We know that's 3. Hell yeah. Alright, we got a 5-er. Is it the same puzzle again? I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I didn't remember anything from the last one, so who's to say? That's a 2, and that's a 2. That's a 2, which means that's a 1. This is a 4. This is a 2, which means that's a 1. This is a 2, which means that's a 1. Hell yeah. Okay, 1, 1, 1. Oh, come on, that's all you're gonna give me? Oh no, 2, 2. Hell yeah. And a 1, 3. And then we have a 4, which means, like, this is some overlapping stuff, so we know that's a thing, which means that's a 1 and that's a 2, which means that's what it is. This is 3. This is probably the 2. That's the 4, and that's... No! That's a 3. Okay. Flawless, thank you. It appears that this computer is mostly used for bookkeeping. Anything interesting? It's safe to assume that negative numbers are bad, yes? I don't know much about accounting either, but yeah, that seems like a good general rule. In which case, it appears that the club is not doing well financially. For 4 out of the past 5 months, the club has made a loss. No wonder she was trying to get a loan. But all the utility bills have been paid, so where did the money come from? Find anything interesting? Fran, we were just looking for a wall outlet. I need to recharge. You know, I would have thought that private investigators would be better liars. Let me explain. Casey told us you weren't feeling very well, so we came to see how you are. How sweet of you! I'm fine. I was just feeling a little overwhelmed by everything. Then I went to the bathroom and, well, I guess that's when you took your chance to have a little snoop around, huh? Uh-huh. Your office is unique. Well, it has to double as a dressing room, too. Still, guess that's no excuse for the desk being so messy, is it? If you'd like, I could show you some great sorting algorithms. I think that might be fighting a losing battle. Even if I tidied it, it'd be like this again in a few days. I'm just not that good at all this admin stuff. Guess that's the side effect of not going to business school. If you don't mind me asking, why did you buy the club? I'd been a regular performer here for years. The old owner, Daphne, wanted to sell it so she could retire to Palm Springs. Or Palm Springs adjacent, anyway. I never really imagined myself running my own business, but some of the other girls encouraged me to go for it. I thought, well, how hard can it be? Cleared out my savings account, and here we are. Guess I was quite naive, huh? Wow, wish I had that much in savings. You didn't need a loan or anything? I don't see what that has to do with... No, I didn't.
Okay, but like, your club's been losing money. We couldn't help but notice that you might be having some money issues.
Yes, things haven't exactly been easy, but we're getting by. Just means I've had to be careful with money. Tighten my belt a little, you know? Well, corset.
But you've been losing money each month, and you said that you had no float money.
I don't have to explain my finances to you. You aren't my accountant.
We found these letters on the desk. There's a bunch of rejections from loan companies.
And?
Well, you said you didn't get a loan.
Exactly. That's why they're rejection letters.
But then how are you paying your bills? You said that you didn't have any savings.
I've just been extremely careful with money, okay? I watch every cent, no frivolous purchases or anything.
I don't know what else we would ask you about.
Something doesn't add up here. And we're not talking about your accounts.
What? Well, we kind of are, but I admire the commitment to the joke. Fran, I don't think you're telling us the truth.
That much has been clear for a while. Please, go ahead.
You must have some other source of money. We know you've kept up to date with your bills, but the club's lost money every month.
And by your own testimony, you have no savings left after purchasing the club. And yet again, I've said that I've just been careful with money since taking over.
No, that's not it. You did get a loan, you're running a second business, you're performing at a rival. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. I mean, it might be that. No, it's not that. You did get a loan. You did get a loan.
I know you can't believe that. You saw the rejection letters while you were snooping around my desk.
We did. And what bank would want to give a loan to a failing business? So the question remains, who did give you a loan? And on what terms?
You know what? I've had enough of this. I'm sorry, but it's been a very long day and I'm still processing everything. Then to have you two looking in every corner of my business, finding my failings and then bringing me up on them, it's too much. Please, I'd like to ask you to leave. Both of you.
Sure. I'm sorry we've upset you.
Did you find Fran?
We did, but I think we upset her.
Oh? What have you done now?
We just had some questions about her finances. I think we should probably give her a bit of space.
I've pissed her off a few times over the years. Don't worry, she'll come around in time.
Detective Cross, you're back! Yeah, figured I should give Roz a lift back, seeing as she so kindly helped with the investigation. This is great, but Ryan's gonna be here any minute.
Ryan? Just what are you planning?
Stay here, but listen in. I think you're about to hear something interesting. Any minute now.
Honor, I'm confused. I don't understand what's happening.
Get ready to record this, Scout. You're about to see the greatest performance of your life. How do I look?
You look 84.2% of your best.
If there's one thing I can rely on you for, it's painful accuracy. Honor. Showtime. Ryan, you came. What did you want to talk about? Thanks for coming, Ryan. There's just something I wanted to ask before I accept your offer. I've got to admit, I was surprised to hear from you so soon. You weren't exactly receptive earlier. I know. I'm sorry. I reacted badly, and I've been thinking about the job offer a lot.
Honor? You didn't tell me you were going to accept the job.
He's kidding. Just play along, Scout. So what did you want to ask me? Ever since seeing you at the Starshine Awards, I've not been able to stop going over everything that happened between us. I think that's why I acted out earlier. I don't know what to think. I was angry at you for so long, but where do you think we went wrong? Wow. That's quite a complicated question. We had a good few years, but to be honest, I just couldn't compete with your paranoia.
What?
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, you questioned everything. You came up with all these conspiracy theories about how I was trying to control you, trying to keep you away from your friends and family. You were going to quit the show, for us, so that we could spend more time together. And then suddenly, one day you said I'd made you do it. All I was trying to do was be a good husband, to keep you safe, stop you from making mistakes you'd come to regret. You're right. For some reason, I just couldn't accept that you were looking out for me. I thought you were selfish. And controlling. And arrogant. But I was wrong. I'm happy you can admit that. I know I can have problems with believing you, which is why, if this has any future, I need to know that we're getting everything out, that we're starting from zero. Okay, that seems reasonable. So I want to ask you something, and please, if you can just be honest with me, I can move on. We can build on this. Did you have anything to do with me getting fired from the show? What? I know, but this is the last thing standing in the way of us. Why on earth would I want to get you fired? Well, for the same reasons you wanted Murder Miss Terry to be wiped from the Starshine Awards this year, to get back at me. That was one mistake, Honor, and I've told you how sorry I am for doing that. So no, I didn't have anything to do with your firing. Why would you think I did? And now the evidence for the big reveal. Is it the laptop? Oh no, it's the awards photo. Recognize this? Huh? Oh, isn't this the photo you gave to your mom? Yeah, they found it in the apartment of the guy that killed Blake. That's weird. Also, when we searched Blake's office, we saw that he'd been blackmailed to fire me. The working hypothesis is that Frank went to do it, but something went wrong and he ended up accidentally killing Blake. There's that imagination playing its tricks on you again. I didn't come up with that theory. Detective Cross did. He did? I see. But the thing is, this is the only copy of this photo, and Mom said she gave it to you. Here we go again. Okay, Honor, this is it. The performance of your career. Your starshine moment. I know, and trust me, I'm working on it. I've even been having therapy. All I want is for you to tell me the truth. Then I can forgive you and we can start again. Okay, fine. I wanted to get you fired, but I had no idea that it would end up in Blake getting killed. All I said was to scare him a little. That's it. You think I wanted to be involved in all this? You said this to Tully, Frank himself? No, I used a contact at a firm. Leith or something. Honestly, Honor, you've got to believe me. I had no idea it would end up like this. Okay, I believe you. You know, you're right. We have to start fresh. And in a weird way, I'm glad I've finally been able to say it out loud. I feel kinda cleansed. Oh, I'm very glad you've said it out loud. Huh? What are you... You didn't record me, did you, with that robot of yours? Even if you did, you know it's not admissible in court. California law requires both parties to consent. Oh? Now who's paranoid? Don't worry, Ryan. I didn't record you. Mostly because I have something far more reliable. Very interesting, Mr. Blackstock. Very interesting indeed. Ryan Blackstock, I'm arresting you for the murder of Frank Pritchell. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. But I'm guessing that won't be a problem for a Blackstock. This is ridiculous. I didn't kill him. Maybe not, but a conspiracy charge is a given. Maybe even withholding information. You're going away for a long time. I hope you're happy, Honor. Enjoy being alone. You're damn right I'm happy. I haven't been this happy since the day we divorced. I'm sure. You're going to die a very sad old spinster if you keep pushing people away. She'll never be alone, Ryan, because she's got me. Good work, Ms. Rye. I'll get him down to the station right away. But what about this case? That can wait. This'll get me back in the good books with the chief. I knew there was something fishy going on here, and this is proof. You stay here. Keep looking for leads.
Are you sure?
Are you turning down the opportunity to be in charge?
No, I
didn't think you would. Just come find me down at the station once you've got something.
And the Starshine for Best Actress goes to...
Honor, that was amazing!
Pretending to want Ryan back might have been my most difficult role to date, but it was worth it.
I finally understand why humans sometimes say things that aren't true. This is a big discovery for me.
I just can't believe he really did it. I guess a part of me still wanted to trust him. Even if he didn't mean to get Blake killed, all of this happened because of him. My life got turned upside down. All because he wanted to punish me for escaping his control.
I understand, but perhaps it might be helpful to think that some good came from it too. If you hadn't needed my help, then maybe we wouldn't be together now.
You're right, Scout. You know, you're getting pretty good at this emotional support thing.
Being around you and KC has taught me more than just the alternative meaning of shade.
Who'd have thought it? Me, a positive influence on someone. Not me, that's for sure. Anyway, Detective Cross put us in charge. We need to prove we can do this without him.
Right. We should talk to Roz, find out what happened at the station.
Yes, and we'll be doing that in the next episode. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Sunburned Albino, and I'll see you guys next time.